Okay, so this is going to be the first video for this new YouTube channel. If you're coming over from the official Pips Over Money YouTube channel, appreciate you. Or if you sent someone over to this channel, appreciate you as well. On this particular channel, I will be hosting more of my mindset videos for masculine presenting women, whether that be like business tips, whether that be, I really don't do fashion tips because I do my own thing and I'm not a trendy person. I just do my own thing. But it'll be more like mindset, business, professional. I mean, I guess fashion when it comes to professional settings, we could talk about stuff like that because custom suits only, all right? And also fitness. So more of what we've been doing on TikTok. This first video, I really, am I doing a coming out story on the internet? Sheesh. I'm not gonna do a coming out story, but I am gonna share, because ironically, I was on my way back from the gym and I ran into my coach. And he asked me, he said, so, hey, are you, and I love him, and I don't think he's gonna mind. Anyway, he said, well, hey, are you dating any men out here? I said, sir. I said, coach, I have only dated women. I have only dated women my whole life, from very young. So this is what you see, and I think sometimes, and I'm not speaking for him. I'm just saying sometimes when people meet me for the first time, I guess maybe they don't know how to read me. I'm a different type of individual. So. But when he said that, I said, is that what you thought? Like, you really looked at me and said, well, she might. And he was like, nah, I don't know. And I was like, okay. So that whole point was that. But there was something that I was wanting to, besides the story of my first girlfriend's mom, when I was in the 9th grade, my girlfriend's mom was masculine presenting. And also I came out to my sister when I was like 10, 11 years old. I told my sister that I was a lesbian when I was very young, and I was crying like a baby, and she was crying like a baby as well. And she was she was like, no, you're not. And she was like, we're gonna pray for you. And I'm like, I already tried it, it don't work. It don't work. And she was just like, it was a moment. And the whole journey of being masculine presenting, I think is it's interesting because you get to walk a line that a lot of people don't. When you're being your authentic self, I'm not talking about if you're pretending to be something that you're not. I'm just saying, like, you get to walk a fine line of hearing conversations that the other parties wouldn't be privy to. And it's funny because a lot of my friends happen to be straight. I'm friends with a lot of straight men and women. I'm like, man, if y'all can just listen to each other, leave me out. No, I'm just playing. I love my straight friends. I say that, and I just think about just the different relationships that we all have and different experiences that we have of individuals. And when I was in the 9th grade, and I did see my girlfriend's mom, I mean, by that time, I was already what people call a tomboy. I mean, that's where the tomboy name comes from. I was already a tomboy with a Y. And the reason that's interposed with an I, we'll talk about later. But yeah, so when I saw her, I'm like, okay, this lady she's me, right? And I think that was really cool to see. And so, a lot of the stuff that we'll be talking about is from that perspective. The stuff that, oh yeah, when I was probably like 13, I think my sister, there was this girl that went to school with my sister that was on the basketball team at my sister's school, and she had a crush on my sister, and I was ready to fight her. I'm talking about walk the dog on her. You know, because as a baby stud, I'm not gonna let no big stud homie holler at my sister. Ew, bro. But anyway, we ended up becoming cool. And so shout out to Dawana. And yeah, I mean, she taught me a lot, just being a little bit older, just being as like a big stud, bro. And I guess, I mean, that's the age. I'm more like an auntie at this point. I do have three beautiful youngins. And so it is more like sharing from that experience, and then just building a community, because I think that that's also a part of the plan, is to have a community, a diverse community, because there are different types. I mean, everybody's different. That's all I got. And so, man, I really love, there was something that I wanted to bring into this first video besides like an intro video. And I wanted to come back. It wasn't like interview tips. It wasn't like that. It was, it wasn't confident. Oh, I know what it was. I recall. It was public speaking tips. Okay. So one of the things that I really wanted to talk about in this very first video is public speaking tips. I would like to give, and these are going to be just straight off the top of my head, because again, when I was thinking about it earlier, I was like, these are the things that I want to put in the first video. One of the best tips that I can give you is to practice. Okay. First off, write. Before you start to speak, you need to think. So write. Okay. And again, I'm not giving you these in a specific order, but write. Okay. Practice. And finding your voice. All right. Now, I grew up in the choir, singing in the choir. I also grew up being on the usher board, and I grew up giving Easter speeches, and I grew up being on stage at a very young age. And so and then when I hit my growth spurt, it was like, oh, she's the leader. And I'm like, how did I get promoted to the leader just because I'm taller? That don't make sense. Being able to speak. I used to pray during our team, like our team meetings or before games. I used to pray because when I was growing up, we would go with my mom to church, and she would have us in the prayer meetings. And so that's also just like a bonus tip, is being around powerful speakers and absorbing what it is that they do. Who are you drawn to? For instance, I love Lisa Nichols. I love Les Brown. I love Jim Rohn. I love Bob Proctor. There are a couple other people that I could keep going. What is it about them that I love? It's something in the way that they speak that I love. And so if I can understand what it is, it's probably because that same thing is somewhere in me, because that's how I can recognize it in them. So recapping those tips, I gave them to you really fast because again, it was all organic. Writing first, because what are you speaking about? Hush. If you don't have anything to talk about, why are you public speaking? Okay. Private writing. Okay. You're going to privately write. You're going to practice. You're going to absorb from good speakers that you identify with, that you are drawn to. And then what was the other thing? Whatever the other thing was, drop it in the comments. And so again, if you are here and you would like to see more content like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like the video, and comment below, and leave a topic for what you would like the next video to be, because more than likely I will not make another video until I see the comment on what the video should be about. And so that's how we're gonna play it. Supply and demand, baby. Supply and demand, like in the markets. Until the next time, trade safe, or stay safe, be safe. Be legendary, actually. Be legendary AF. Take care.